juliusxx here. I'm on my way to Vancouver to spend Thanksgiving weekend, long weekend, on Vancouver Island and some parts of Vancouver as well. I've actually been to Vancouver before. I took a bus there. It took me 3 days to get there. It was a $90 bus ticket. It was disgusting. It was exhausting. But it was a good time. But that was 10 years ago. So I'm going now with a fresh mentality. I've successfully landed in Vancouver, YVR airport. I have another about an hour here at YVR waiting for somebody else, and once we meet up, I'm going to take a trek down to an Enterprise to pick up a car, and I'll check back in a second. We're in line to board the BC Ferries. As you can see, there's a bunch of cars just waiting to load that ferry in the distance so that we can get to Vancouver Island. So after about a 2-hour wait, we're finally loaded onto the BC Ferry. And as you can see, the cars behind are just loading up. Pretty interesting. Kind of loud and windy up here, but we finally made it to the ferry. Very windy, sorry about that, but take a look. Ocean. And as you can see behind me, the lush greenery is just that, it's lush. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but there's this cool like rainbow ring around the sun. I don't know if I can pick it up because it's so bright out here, but it looks crazy. Oh, I can see it, yeah. We finally got from the port, Swartz Bay port on Vancouver Island, and here are some of the cool views that we get to see here at our Airbnb for the weekend. Let's also check out the rest of the unit. Whoa. So it's day 2 on Vancouver Island. It's a very rainy day today. The plan was initially to go to Tofino, but after speaking to some locals, it would take too long to get there, about 7 hours driving altogether, and that would have been maybe a waste of the day, because it's just, they say it's advised to stay there for about a week or so. So I'm gonna forgo Tofino altogether this time around, but we're heading over to Port Renfrew right now, which is apparently an up-and-coming version of Tofino. So we'll see how we get on with that.
I'm trying. I'm just I've been out here trying to save my homecoming, and of course somebody's always gonna say.
I did now. So after about an hour's drive, we got to Botanical Beach, close to somewhere about an hour's drive from Sooke. So just take a look. This actually isn't the main beach. We're gonna make our way to that section in a second. This is just a, I guess it's called a bay section of this area. So after about a 2-kilometer walk, we made it to Botanical Beach. Quite a sight to see. On the way to Botanical Beach, there's actually a mini rainforest in the middle. I may be quoting that incorrectly, but this is a rainforest apparently. On Vancouver Island, there are a lot of one-way roads, and we were waiting for some other cars to pass by. But now it's our turn on a one-way road. That's interesting. We've now driven all the way down to Nanaimo because, being Canadian, Nanaimo Bars are one of our things, one of our deals. It's like similar to poutine. It's a very, very big deal apparently. I've never had a Nanaimo bar, and I've lived in Canada my whole life. But I'm in Nanaimo now to actually have Nanaimo Bars. So I'm excited about that. We're going to check out a cafe to see what the real deal is in terms of Nanaimo Bars. Are they as good as people say? Who knows? I actually asked a Vancouver native about Nanaimo Bars, and she's like, "Are you guys actually from here?" She made a joke about it's not really that big of a deal to Vancouver people. It's a funny story. They actually don't. The place that we drove to in Nanaimo called Modern Cafe. I googled something, and it said that they had Nanaimo Bars here. Turns out there are no Nanaimo Bars here. They don't sell them. They have a Nanaimo Martini. It tastes like Nanaimo Bars, but they don't have it here in particular at Modern Cafe.
Oh, this is so fun.
I googled something about the best Nanaimo Bars they have in Nanaimo, and it's a place called Boca Cafe. They're closed today, so I didn't know. I had no idea they were closed on Sunday. So I'm still on the hunt for the right place to get the Nanaimo Bars. So hopefully I can find something on Google and they won't let me down. I don't think I'm actually going to fulfill my destiny of having Nanaimo Bars in Nanaimo, which is kind of bumming me out, but you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. Success! I found Nanaimo Bars at a place called Serious Coffee. The Nanaimo Bars are baked in-house at the bakery.
Also built in-house.
Built in-house, but we finally found them. It's 6:23 a.m. and we're at Swartz Bay Terminal, about to board the ferries, and because the Airbnb was an hour away, we had to wake up at 5, and driving throughout the night was very dangerous and treacherous, but it was fun, as a passenger that is. So it looked really cool, but now we're just in the queue waiting to get onto the ferry.
Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind.
So we made it from Vancouver Island all the way to Vancouver successfully, and the first stop is the Capilano Suspension Bridge, which is a big tourist attraction here in Vancouver.
And then everyone's...
It's quite wobbly. This is like how you when you're drunk and you're walking down the street, pretty much. It's a good reenactment. What? Okay, are you behind me? We can take baby steps. Think of happy thoughts.
There's no happy thoughts to walking across this bridge right now. Zero
Just
happy.
picture how awesome it's gonna feel when you get to the other side.
Yeah, but then I know I have to come back. If it's just like a one way, I wouldn't really feel bad about it, but I know I have to come back.
If it's, we'll take as much time as we need.
I don't think I have that much time. The car's got me back by like 7.
That's true. So we've successfully crossed over Capilano Suspension Bridge. Well, I mean almost. We're almost at the other side. Took us a bit longer than anticipated, but we made it. Success! We're almost there.
And so it's like.
Holy shit. Why is it so wobbly?
Why is someone doing that? Oh.
Look how foggy it is.
What? What is that even a thing?
How's that even a thing? Holy. Whoa. Wobbly wobbly. I'm not doing it though. I've got it.
Cavua.
Did it.
So did you. Well done.
I did it a long time ago, you know. I invented this.
I don't think he actually
And
invented
here,
this.
to answer your question, how strong is a bridge? But 2 thick steel cables which together can hold more than 200,000 pounds.